This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Eight, read.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Big grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
There we go, D.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
No. Off. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, wahoo.
31's the mic. Watch the pass. 31's the mic. Watch the backer.
Shoot.
2nd and 4. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Get on the foot right here.
For the Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Back to throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
31's the mic.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man Sharp complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood. X3, 218, chop it. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Come on,
so here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pick it up. Mike 5-5.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Danny. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, here we go.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
On the ready.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Go.
2 yards on the pickup.
That cute
It's
stuff ain't
2nd
working.
and 8.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Right.
Let's make them
Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Let's go
So
now.
third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Bravo. Now.
They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Lions 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set. 50. Plant.
Check. 53's Mike.
Hey, echo.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing on first down. Lane. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Cheetah.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of attack.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
5 down, stand up in.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch QB.
Yes.
QB drop. Kill.
Fire.
From the gun on third down. Lane trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
So we got man. Mark 55.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Come on, fellas.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Okay, break.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Yeah.
Right back to him on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Got it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Shady weapon. Hey, zoom. Get it.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, exit.
31's the Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
Now.
He'll drop to throw. And Adams has it complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 60 outlaw.
54 Mike. Watch twist. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
You ready?
First down,
And we got
Lions.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
What we got?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 15. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike
55, Mike.
Get it ready.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 99 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Lions nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And they get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
They'll run with Sanders. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go one more. Deuce. Shift.
Now a carry for Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, here I come.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd
Ready.
down.
Hey, Alpha, 70, Indy.
Coming after you. Check. 53's mine.
Look at me, Zipper.
Got you.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lane. This is Johnson. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Lions 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they toss that wide to Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he will find his man on the outside. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Johnson, the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking,
rush coming, and he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, orbit. Now.
Looking to throw. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Sharp. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of 4.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Another run with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Lane. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Here we go. Mike, go.
On the draw, here's Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Well, first down there on a pickup of 25. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Protein spill. On the ball.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Lane. He finds his man Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Blue draw Corkers.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Check pass, check pass.
55's Mike, guys, 55.
Come. Big grip, big grip.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Keep working.
Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Second and long. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after here coming up. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Lions nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes are... Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Now.
Back to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Another run here with Sanders. Room here to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but They haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. And again this time to the tailback. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Switch.
General West.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Mike, watch the pass.
Shoot.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Check it back.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
31's the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Just like that.
Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Strong right. 4 down.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ricky.
pivot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
91.
The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
53. Right.
On 1st and 10, Lane. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Ready. 60 yards. 80 weapon.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check that.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long. But they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Ready, ready.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go again with Sanders. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Sims. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Get him, get him.
60 out more.